Hello and welcome to another episode of me painting again. Oh yeah, we're painting again. And this time we're going to have a go at painting a candle. So I've just got my scaling tool out just to see how tall it is. Because I'm using this board and I want to fit the painting on the board. So if I go about there, then I've got a bit of room for the flame and maybe a bit of smoke. That's what I'm thinking. This is just an old wooden panel that I've gessoed with a couple of layers of gesso. So let's crack on with this one. Let's crack on. So I've got a few new brushes. I thought I really need some more brushes because some of my brushes are getting a bit worn and a bit knackered. So I thought I'd try out some other ones. So what I'm going to do to start with is I'll get a little bit of, just show you my palette. Got a few colours on. Got some ivory black, some chrome yellow, some cadmium red deep, some yellow ochre, a little bit of burnt umber and ultramarine blue. I'm not sure if I'm going to need them. I just put them on. Titanium white and then a bit of cadmium red mixed in with some white. I'm just going to do a bit of a marking out kind of strategy. That way I know where it is on my board and it just makes things a bit easier. Just get things going that way. So let's have it about maybe about there for the top of the candle. So we'll just give that a little mark. So that's the top of the candle and that's the very base. So that should be pretty good. And then using this tool, using the scale that I've created, I can use it. Okay. So if I go for about this, the width. So if I have the candle off, I think it's more like that. So that's going to be the width of the ring of the candlestick holder. So it's about there and there, I think. Something like that anyway. And then the candlestick is 1, 2, 3. Is it 3? We'll work this out. 1, 2, 3, possibly 4. So I'm thinking it's. Let's check it on this again. So that's the height. Something like that. About that. Sort of mark in there. So that's about where the candle comes down to anyway. So we'll go with that and then we'll see what we can do. We don't want to be worrying too much when we're painting, we want to enjoy it. So I'm just wiping this off and get some of the pure red, some of the pure red, and I'll start looking at this candle. So it's quite straight. Try and get a straight line in. And then a good way of doing it is to push down a bit harder as you go further down. So when you get to there, just push down a bit harder. So that's where our candle is going to be. So now I want that dark part of the candle. So I always go squint my eyes to see what it looks like, and it goes really dark. So maybe a bit of brown and a bit of blue, maybe into my red. So it's quite a dark colour. Maybe a bit more lighter in the red. So let's try that. So we'll go along this side. Yeah, so that's not bad. Not bad. So now what I need to do is put in, before I do that actually, I'll just stick in the top. And now got to think about the might be better like that. Yeah, got to think of the candlestick holder now. So let's get the other brush. Use the smallish brush. These are I just got this set of brushes. They seem alright. So let's go with some black and yellow. So yellow ochre and black. And I think we'll have our dark colour pretty close. So ivory, black and yellow ochre. That does make our dark colour. That's pretty close. That looks quite good. And we'll just take some of that paint off. See how I just take some of it off? So I've only got a bit on. Right, let's see if we can get the candlestick going. So we've got it here, haven't we? Candle about there. So that comes around like that. So it kind of goes around and then it curves. Curving like that. So we're just painting straight on. It's one of those paintings where I don't worry. You could make it up as you go along. If it's not quite right, just change it a bit to make it right. I think what we've got a bit of an issue, I can see, is it might be. No, it does look about right. Okay. So this kind of goes here, that sort of shape. It goes behind it, like there. I find stuff like these old candlesticks and things interesting. Old candles and the old way of living. Okay. So everything's quite dark still. I hope this shows up on camera. And what we got here, that, and then that goes around there. That goes around there. It's about right, about there. And then this goes about there. So you can kind of guess it if that's the middle. You can kind of go whoop, whoop, so it looks about right. I think we need to work on the candle shape a little bit. I think, you know, we're getting somewhere. We're getting somewhere. So I'll get a bit more of this colour. I'm looking at this circular bit, which is about there. Something like there. That goes down, that goes around. Something like that. Yeah, it's about right. It's about right. Now what I need to do is start bringing in the light, because let me just sort that out there. So we've got that light. So let's make a lighter colour. So we use our yellow ochre. Yellow ochre. And white. And we're going to try and make a highlight colour. Might put a little bit of brown in it. Put more of the yellow in it. That's closer. That's closer. So we can make a decision really if we want it to be this yellowy, ochre colour, or if we want it to be a duller colour. Just make two there. So we've got one, another. Grab too much white then. Too much white, too much white. There we go. I'm just going to go check my colour. So after a little bit of study, I noticed the colour had more of a bluey green look to it, and on the actual light that's hitting it from right to left, and the handle was a bit darker, a bit browner in colour, so I put a little bit of the ultramarine blue in the chrome yellow into my mixture here, look, to make this greener looking colour, which seems to work. It's a lot closer anyway, and quite happy with that. So just so I don't miss anything, what I think I will do there's something else that I've noticed that's a bit wrong. The size of the finger hole. Doesn't look right, which I could fix when I'm putting the lights on. Yeah, so it's pretty close. It is pretty close. There's things not quite right. I'm not going to worry now. I'm just going to start putting in highlights and then change things as I go. So I've got my nice greeny highlight. And now I've got my candle height in, I think I'll light the candle. So I've lit the candle. It's ready and raring to go. So now, do I see any changes? Not really. The only real change I can see is at the top. So we'll start seeing if I can paint this bottom part. Just go for it, get this nice light colour. I'm going to start putting in brush strokes. I need another small brush. Just grabbed a few of my classic brushes. There's no point in having new brushes if you don't have your old brushes as well, because you want the new brushes to be additions, don't you? Okay, so we need to do a bit of backward and forth work now, using our dark mixture of yellow ochre and black mixed with our lighter mixture. Okay, so we've got light streaming. We've got a bit of a glint of light there. There's that light that goes down there. We've got a bit of light that goes in this curve. So looking at that curve, it's quite straight. And it goes across like that. Kind of goes across like that, and then around. And then we've got the light there. Going kind of round. And then here again it goes around. It's tough work, isn't it? Trying to get it looking right, getting those shapes right. And trying not to mess it up too much. It's a real challenge. Because it is easy to mess things up. Just getting a bit more of the dark colour here. Just sitting back, having a look at it. That shape a bit better. There we go. Now we've got some light behind that. The light behind it, which goes like this and then around it like that. Possibly. It goes a little bit more to the brown side around here. And around there as well. Then you have this really quite a warm light that goes around there. Let's get that in. And then you got that goes there. There's one that goes here, but there's also a matchstick stick in there. Right, let's sit back and have a look. Always sit back, have a look, see what you've done, how can you improve it. I see this needs that. And then it also needs that. Now this has gone, this has kind of disappeared a bit. That needs that there, and then it goes underneath, around like that. So I come back with my darker colour to improve it a bit. I can darken that area. Just sitting back, having a look. The sit back, it's not bad actually, it's coming on. And then there's, you can see a bit of light there. It goes like that, that's quite dark in that bit there. Okay. Oh, there's quite dark. I want to get a couple of brush strokes around there. Now we'll look at this area. Now this, I think it's more like there. Something like that. Now the flame. Because we have to choose how much we want to do for lights. So I've got like this mixture of yellow, and I'm going to throw some white in. It's yellow ochre, titanium white, and I'm looking at the lightest lights. Like there's a bit here, so I can put that in, and there's a bit there. That bit's quite light there. There's a bit there and there. Bit there. But in the this bit where it goes in, there's a bit of a light there. That bit's a bit tricky. I think we've got pretty close there. So now let's look at the flame. Try and get a good looking flame. This is kind of the most important bit, really. So it's, when you squint your eyes, you can see the wick. The wick's red. You can see a bit of blue near the red of the candle. There's a bit of blue, and then there's a bit of a red glow on the actual wick as well. And the flame itself is orange, and it goes in like a bit of an arc. So let's see if I can mix this orange colour. So I've got some yellow and red, cad red, chrome yellow. Now we know a bit of white as well. It's impossible to mix it correct because the limitations of paint. So we'll get as close as we can. So it's quite orange. So I've got like a reddy orange there, a reddy orange colour. We'll see what it looks like. See if it passes as a flame. So we'll do our flame about this high, about there. Get it quite. It goes around like that. Amazing how straight it is, really. shape. Maybe. I was thinking maybe I need a brighter colour, a brighter red, rather than the cadmium red deep. Maybe I should have had a cadmium red light. Look at that. It's not bad actually. It's not bad. Sitting back, having a look. We'll use what we've got. I don't want to be digging around looking for other paints. This should be enough. We should be able to do something pretty good. So, it's lighter, I see, in this bit here. The way I see it. And I can almost see a bit of a glow around it. Tempted to not do it like that. Let's get this black in here. We always have to remember that there is a black background in this one anyway. And just fill this in. Block this in black. So it's easy for me to forget that you need dark to have light, you need light to have dark, and because I've got the candle lit on a black background, which I did on purpose so I could see the black of it. You should use it, shouldn't you? So just paint that in. And any of these errors we can just paint out now as well. Get rid of that match, I can paint it back in. Just blocking this bit in. I hope this episode works. I thought I'll try and record audio at the same time as painting. It is challenging to do it like that, but if all goes to plan, it'll be a good episode. If it doesn't work out, then no one will ever know, because I won't release it. Okay, so there we go. Got our background in now. So let's have another look at this. Now I find, is interesting, is if I do side strokes, I don't get any shine on my paint. So I can see things quite well, which is good. That needs pulling in a bit. That's not too bad, and that actually looks quite good. So what I might do, now I've got my dark in, I can start darkening up some of the areas a bit as well. That can go a bit darker. And that bit can as well. And that bit. Okay, so there we go, that'll do for that. Now, let me get my dark red again, just to make my candle okay. There's a really nice warm glow at the top of the candle. Sort of a yellowy red, so let's put that in. Sort of a yellowy red anyway. Okay. There's the orange of the flame. Which needs to go up a bit more, I think. About there. Yeah, that's better than that. The side of the candle actually is quite pink from so a little bit of the white in with the red. Trying to avoid the black. Gonna need more paint. Lots of paint, lots of paint. Lots of white and red on the brush, just to get that. Okay. Just sit back, have a look at that. I could do with a bit of dark. Could do with another brush. You always need another brush. I need a brush to put my line in. So I'm going to put my black line in. It's going to go. It's going to go. There. Now I notice that it changes when it goes there. I'm going to dot a little red dot on it as well. There seems to be lighter, so I'll make that a bit lighter there. A bit more of that red there. Doesn't seem very bright. Some of the pure red. That's a bit better. Okay, now what I want to do just getting a little bit of light colour, maybe have a bit of a stream. Maybe it's just moved and it's just lined itself, and that's what happens. Get that bit of dark in there. Okay, I think I'll just get my bit of light in there again. And that match. Need to put that match in. Bit more of the white. Just clean that bit up there. Forgot I was filming myself for a second. There we go, I think that'll do. And that wants to be more there. Kind of disappears. Okay, so I think that'll do. I'm quite happy with that. It's a fun painting. So there we go. Thanks very much for watching this episode, and I'll see you another one. Cheers, bye.